Late Night Health continues. I'm Mark Alyn. Our guest is our regular contributor, Robert Clancy. He is the author of many books, especially or including The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Soul. Hey, Robert, should that have been To Your Soul?
No, I think it's To the Soul. Yeah, definitely.
Got it, To the Soul, so that everybody can capture that.
Right.
You're going to talk to us today about balance in life. Tell us about that.
Yeah, I have my inspirational thought is balance in life isn't about making everything equal. It's about sharing equal parts of your heart for every area of your life. And what I found is so many people struggle with bringing balance into their life. You know, think about family, work, and health, and they all seem to be challenges these days. But what it comes down to is bringing a balance of love, kindness, and compassion to each area of your life. And for me, this is what true balance is.
In true balance, is it difficult to achieve that?
It can be, and you really have to look at, do you love your job, and how can you bring that in? I know it sounds funny to bring love to work, but really that's part of it. You really have to have what's in your heart. And I find that when you do bring those things in and you're compassionate at work, you listen to other people, there's needs, everybody has a life, and just trying to bring that balance in, and you can be there to help other people bring that balance to their life as well.
I know that we're going to a special seminar in a couple of weeks, and I look forward to seeing you at that. In fact, our guest this hour was Teresa from the Global Influence Summit in San Diego. I can't wait to be there. I will see you, and you and I will chit-chat again next week.
All right, thank you.
All right. Join us at latenighthealth.com, and we'll give you some more information on Robert. Joining us now from the Baltimore Maryland area is Laurent Amzallag, and he is the CEO of YALA Fitness. He's a speaker, a fitness expert, and his goal is to make everybody happy, healthy, both physically and mentally. Laurent, it is such a pleasure to have you on the show today. How are you?
Oh, my God. The pleasure is all mine, Mark. I'm so happy to be with you today and your listeners.
How did you become a fitness guy? I mean, were you a 97-pound weakling in high school or something?
No, I really believe that sometimes, people's future is really forced by an event, either positive or traumatic. In my case, it was a traumatic event. I was in a hospital as a young child for a very long time. Actually, the doctors gave my parents a 50-50 chance that I would survive even.
Oh, my.
And so I was bedridden for a very long time. I couldn't move. I couldn't even, walk or anything like this. And I just, I remember my life being sucked away as a child. And one day, weeks after I've been in the hospital, I said to myself, enough is enough. I stood up. I took my first steps. I was hooked up on all those machines. I was hooked up, with those IVs. And I took my first steps, which were extremely difficult at the time. I remember that very clearly.
How old were you at the time?
I was about 10 years old. So imagine, parents, when doctors give you a 50-50 chance that your child would make it or not, imagine how they feel. First of all, my mother, I have never, in that whole month, and my mother is a very, very happy person. She's smiling all the time, and I guess I get a lot of her kind of energy from her, And like I said, I was bedridden, not moving, not doing anything. And the first time I took those first steps, I remember just being alive again. I remember starting smiling, and I didn't go far. I took maybe 10 steps in front of me before I had to go back to my bed because I was so exhausted. I didn't even feel my legs. And I remember then how happy I was. And I saw my mother. She was smiling also. And this is when I realized that movement makes people happy. Just moving makes people happy. I didn't know it then, but it's later on that I said to myself, this is what I have to do. I have to dedicate my life to, motivating and inspiring people to just move because that's what makes people happy.
One of the things that happened to me over the weekend, I was working, and I was sitting at my desk. I was doing some video editing working,
right.
And I started at one time, and I usually, when I'm at a desk, I get up every 20 to 30 minutes. I do a couple of stretches, and walk.
Right.
You know, just for 2 or 3 minutes, and then I go back and get back into it. I didn't. I sat for over 2.5 hours.
And
Tunnel vision. Oh, my back went out. I mean, it was painful.
it is amazing. The body is not meant to stay stationary. The body is meant to move, and it's good for the muscles. It's good for the joints, and it's good for the mind. And I realized that as a young child, and that's why I'm dedicating my life to it. You were talking about how did I come about doing what I do. It's from that event when I was a child, being in the hospital for a month, not being able to move, and just moving my arms, moving my legs, walking, just brought a smile to my face, and brought a smile to my mother's face, my father's face, and it's amazing, the power of movement. We don't realize it. We take a lot of things for granted, but just moving, playing a song, and I do that a lot in my seminars and my workshops. You know, in the middle of it, I'll just blast a song, and I'll go completely crazy. I'll make people stand up, and they'll start moving. I'll make them do some exercises, like things that normally they will say, "Oh my God, I can't believe I got to do squats or lunges," and here they are doing it.
As long as you don't make me do the Macarena, I'm with you. Okay?
I love the Macarena. You know?
But when you do the Macarena or any other dance, it's a good thing. I know you volunteer a lot at Children's Hospital, and you do a music and a dance routine to help kids who are in the hospital, like you were, to get up and move.
Absolutely. And because I know how it was for me, and doing it, watching the kids having the same kind of feeling as soon as they hear the music, as soon as they see people kind of move and they start moving their arms, even though they're so weak and so fragile. It is amazing what it does. You know, I really, really believe in that. I really believe that just moving like that just is the best kind of medicine. You know?
Right. No, I agree. I think that movement is good. And, we're on late at night, and we have a wide variety of people listening, boomers, young people, even older. What's older than boomers? Old boomers. Okay. And with all these people, the common denominator, I think, is moving. However, we have an epidemic of obesity in this country, an epidemic of diabetes in this country. We eat too much sugar.
Right.
Do you help people with all this stuff?
Absolutely. Listen, you're mentioning, the sugar, you're mentioning the exercise. I think, and what I try to preach to people is it's a mindset. We got to change our mind first about exercise and eating better. A lot of people go into it and say, "Oh, I should start exercising. I should start eating better. I should start cutting my carbs and things like that," which is, I think, in my opinion, the wrong way to go about this. Because there's nothing that really pulls you. There's no emotional attachment to saying I should exercise or I should lose weight. We have to, studies have shown that when we have an attachment, an emotional attachment to something, there are more chances that you'll stick with it. For example, I should lose weight because I want my kids to be proud of me. I should lose weight because I don't want to be a burden on my family anymore. Things like that. You attach an emotional attachment to an activity or something.
But you could have what about an emotional attachment to food? Chocolate comes to mind.
Right. What about chocolate?
An emotional attachment to that. And I know it sounds funny, but I know people, and I guess I'm one of them. A day without chocolate is almost like a day without sunshine.
Well, listen, there's nothing wrong, eating chocolate in moderation. As a matter of fact, people say you go for dark chocolate, right?
Yes, of course.
Absolutely, and studies have shown that a little dark chocolate every day is perfectly fine. As a matter of fact, it's even recommended to have it. It's got a lot of antioxidants, and it's not something that you should cut from your diet. I'm talking about people that overindulge, people that will not have a piece of chocolate. They'll have a whole bar of chocolate or more than that every day. Then it becomes a problem.
But there are days that I would like a whole bar of chocolate. Maybe.
And what do you do? What do you do in those days?
It's just life getting in the way. Doesn't that happen? I don't feel like working out. I don't want to go on a walk. I may be depressed because of whatever, life hitting me. How do you get around those kinds of things? I know walking makes me feel good. I know it does.
Right.
But it's hard to motivate yourself to get up and move.
I know, and it's a big problem, But it's like anything else. When I talk to people, and one of the problems that people think is like, in order to achieve optimal health, they think that they should go to the gym hours on every day. That they should, spend hours in the gym eating lettuce for lunch and things like that. And that's what kills their
it lasts a week and you're done.
Exactly.
Right?
So I say, you could get healthy by just doing little things during the day. And I know sometimes it's hard, so you say, I don't want to go for that walk. But just the sheer, just going from downstairs to upstairs, for example, just think about that as exercise. There's little things that you do throughout the day that you don't think as exercise, but it is. So just don't focus on, oh my God, today I didn't exercise. My whole program is down the drain. I'm not going to achieve anything. I might as well just stop now. Just think about, okay, well, today I went to the mall and I walked to the store. Instead of taking the elevator, I went up the stairs. These are little things that you don't think about that you do throughout the day that are considered exercise. And never let yourself down saying, oh my God, I'm a loser. I didn't do my exercise today, or I had my piece of chocolate. What am I doing? My whole diet is down the drain.
How many hours a day do you work out?
Well, you see, I work out about an hour and a half. But I don't do it because I have to do it. I do it because I enjoy it. And for that 1 hour and a half, I'm in my zone, and I do something that I really enjoy. And
it's for you. And that's really for you.
And that's my break. I have found, and that's what I try to preach to someone. And we'll go through those, I have 5 tips to share with you where we're going to talk more in details about that kind of stuff. But
what we're going to do is, in just a moment or two, we're going to take a time out. The name of your company is interesting. It's YALA Fitness. It's not YALA Diet.
Right.
It's to get it's to get everybody in shape and healthy.
Right. It's more. What I do is more of a lifestyle. It's not about exercise only. It's not about diet only. These are two components that are very important, of course, but it's a whole lifestyle. It's a whole lifestyle. And after the break, I could share with you where that lifestyle came from. Because
all right, we'll do that. And what does YALA mean?
YALA in Arabic means let's go, move, let's do it. That's what it means. And I'll tell you where it came from if you want when we take the break.
When we come back, our guest is Laurent Amzallag,
Exactly.
Amzallag, and you should see this man's arms. They're bigger than my waist. Anyway, and I've got a big waist. We're going to continue our conversation with our new friend from YALA Fitness. Join us at latenighthealth.com, and be sure to go to iTunes, because you'll be able to download us anytime you want right on your smartphone. Okay, Late Night Health continues. Don't go away. Much more coming up.
Tired of paying outrageous prices for Viagra? Well, we have great news for you. Now you can finally get Viagra at huge discounts. Healthy Man allows you to save up to $500 on Viagra. Why pay U.S. pharmacy prices of $15 per pill or more when you can get Viagra for less than $3 a pill? Call today and get 40 Viagra pills for only $99. This can cost as much as $600 at your local pharmacy. You can't afford not to call us. If you want Viagra at the lowest prices, never pay $15 a pill pharmacy prices again. Get Viagra for less than $3 a pill. Call 800-789-7213 today and save up to $500 and get 40 pills for just $99. Healthy Man is fast, easy, and affordable. Operators are waiting at 800-789-7213 to take your call now. Call 800-789-7213. That's 800-789-7213. Again, 800-789-7213.
Prices are for base buildings only. May not be available in some areas. Attention business owners, do you want a stimulus package that really works? Before you spend thousands of dollars more than you should on your next building project, listen to this. General Steel has a stimulus package designed to help you save as much as half the cost of conventional construction on your next building. As much as half. That's right, General Steel can save you thousands of dollars with a pre-engineered steel building designed for your business or church. How about a 50 by 100 foot building for under $30,000? So don't pay thousands more than you should without calling General Steel first and save as much as half the cost and time of conventional construction. With the projected demand for steel in Japan and China, prices may be skyrocketing.
800-280-3454. 800-280-3454. 800-280-3454.